Hi, I'm Kathleen Karlsen, and my channel is devoted to sacred sounds and symbols. Today, I'd like to take a word-by-word look at a very traditional mantra to Nataraja. So Nataraja is the king or the lord of the dance. I have all of this written down so that I don't mess it all up. There's a lot of Sanskrit here. So the words to this traditional tune, which I will put at the end of this video, I have a recording of it, are Nataraja, Nataraja, Nartana, Sundara, Nataraj. So that is the first line. Nataraja is composed of two words. So you have Nata, which means dance, and then you have Raja, which means lord or king. So when you put those together, Nataraja, then it's the one who is lord of the dance. So this is a form of Shiva that is associated with a crown, and he is usually shown within a circle of fire, and he's dancing with one leg raised and then both of his arms up. And that you can see that statue all over the place. It's actually outside of the Swiss place where they discovered the God particle CERN. They have a statue of Nataraja just outside of that facility. I have a niece who worked at that facility, but at any rate, it's very, very well known. So he's representing then like atomic energy, cosmic energy, universal energy, which of course is the atom as well as the cosmos as a whole. So all of that is Nataraja. And then the Sundara, so Sundara is beautiful, enchanted, or graceful. And then the second line, Shiva Raja, Shiva Kami Priya, Shiva Raja. Shiva Raja is the same thing. You have Raja at the end, so that's the king or the lord, and then Shiva. So Shiva, who is the king or lord. So Shiva the king, Shiva Kami Priya. And Kami is from the same root as Kama. So this is like the Kamasutra, which is the famous or infamous Vedic literature that is all about love, all about desire. And it's not just about sex. It's also about how to be devoted to another human being, how to serve another human being. Shiva Kami, that is a reference to the one who is the beloved of Shiva, who is Parvati. Priya is the dear or beloved, and then Shiva Raja. And then the third line, Chidambaresha Nataraja Parti Purisha Shiva Raja. So Chidambaresha is a reference to a sacred town, but if you break that one down as well, Chid is also Chit, C-H-I-T or C-H-I-D, and that is a reference to consciousness or wisdom. And then Ambaram is the atmosphere or ether. So when you put those together, Chidambaram, then it's the atmosphere of wisdom or a hall of knowledge. Parti is the city of Parti or Parthi, a sacred spiritual center. So he's the lord of the sacred spiritual center. He's the lord of the hall of wisdom, the hall of knowledge. And Pura is a city. Isha is Lord. So Purisha Shiva Raja, Parti Purisha Shiva Raja. Basically, the entire chant is he's the Lord of the sacred city, he's the Lord of the dance, he's the Lord of the sacred hall of knowledge, he's the Lord who is the beloved of Parvati, and that's basically the whole meaning. And this is one of the differences between a bhajan, for example, which is a word for a sacred song, and a mantra. So a mantra tends to be a single line, versus I think a sloka is when you're like reciting from the Vedic literature, which I am not skilled to do that at this point. But a mantra would be a very concentrated, short sentence, maybe it's 5-6 words long, often with seed syllables, so single syllables that have a particular power, whether it's divine lightning or divine electricity or divine protection. So that would be a mantra. And oftentimes those are something that people are initiated into with a guru. But a bhajan is like a beautiful poetic song, like this one, where you're just praising all of the wonderful attributes of this form of Shiva. And these are often used in kirtan or in a group singing, sometimes call and response. And they're sort of free for all. They're free for all in the sense that you could use these freely and it would only bring benefits. Whereas there is some concern with a very concentrated mantra that you have to be aware of exactly what you're saying, exactly what you are trying to accomplish with those particular sounds and words. But this one is beautiful, simple, and I'll put a link or put a clip here at the end and then a link to a longer version for a very traditional Nataraja Bhajan or chant. Thanks very much for joining. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.